Good boy, Jack. Jack smells the female, probably the unspayed female, at our neighbor's house down the end of the street there, which is over the hill. And we have visited there, and he's met the dog, and I was out in the yard with them, and he definitely had things on his mind, but she was not in heat. As far as I know, she still isn't, but I have to really be careful about that. I don't even want him to find the way through the woods to get to their house from behind. He doesn't even need to know that. There's enough brush. He could definitely get there if he wanted to, but we don't want to come walking into their backyard anyway, so he doesn't. But yeah, if I didn't watch him, he'd find his way to her. So hopefully I'll get him neutered before she comes into her next heat. We'll see. Gotta do it soon. I hate to, but hey! Hey! Attaboy. Alright, good boy. Well, I did have to call you twice, but that's alright. Good boy. Good job. I know. I don't think she's in heat now anyway. Jack has definitely been mounting things lately, and not me so far, but he definitely gets his woodies. But at the dog park, he has been mounting male or female dogs, and he's basically a teenager, awash in testosterone right now, and a beautiful, good-hearted dog. So he's not doing anything wrong, but there are too many dogs put down already. Too many dogs that don't have homes, and I hate to get my buddy neutered. Hey! Too far. Get too far ahead of me, buddy. We can't go that way. Come on now. Jack. Hey, you're not listening now. You don't do that. That's 3 times. Hey, look at me, Jack. Look at me. Shit. Sit. Thank you, good boy. I love you. You know I love you. Don't make me say things 3 times. I know you're horny and you want to have sex. Well, join the club, pal. Actually, I've been too depressed and preoccupied with other things. And in love, it's not all about having sex, but when you're a puppy, I guess it is. So. Good boy. Okay. All right. Good boy. Okay. Yeah, these teenagers. What can you do with them? You know. Nothing wrong with them. It's the world that won't let him make puppies naturally like he thinks he's supposed to. Really, it's really not his fault at all. So yeah, I hate to have my dog neutered. I understand the arguments. Mostly I don't want him to wander off and get hit by a car because he smells a female. That's my biggest concern. I don't want any dogs to be pregnant, unplanned. You know, getting in people's yards would not be good. And I guess it's kind of suffering for him to have that urge and not be able to satisfy it. So. Thing is, though, pretty much all these same arguments apply to people too, but we don't apply them to ourselves. We don't require people to get neutered or spayed, and you know, it's voluntary. But with the dog, it's not voluntary because somebody else is deciding for them, and I'm pretty much 100% positive that really no dog really wants to be spayed or neutered. Even if it does calm them down and blah blah blah, or have in some ways good for their health, in other ways not. So, you know, it's just another example of how human beings are. We think we're superior, but we're so far removed from nature that we have to do a lot of things. Good boy, Jacko. I don't know. The society that we've created, not the world, we haven't created the world, but the society we've created kind of requires us to not live fully in harmony with nature, and that means that my dog may have to lose his testicles soon. And he's so perfect. I just want to, I really just want to let him finish growing. 10 months old now, 10 and a half. Yeah, about coming up on 10 and a half months old. And he's just beautiful, wonderful thing to watch, you know. The enthusiasm. Here we are near the end of our dead-end street and the freeway with a nice fence protecting him from getting out there, but anyway. Yeah, nature is a beautiful thing to watch, and also the other part of it is that it's a shame when a dog has such great genes like this. He's a blue heeler Feist mix, super smart, super sweet, attentive, loyal already. I can totally see that this is going to be a great watchdog. And hey, not that, no, I know, Jack, I know, but we can't. There's our neighbor's yard down the bottom of the hill, and we're not going there. Come on, buddy. I know you want to. I'm sorry. Let's go back. She's in a fenced yard anyway. She'll start barking like crazy if she sees you. Okay, go ahead, buddy. I know. He doesn't want to go back, but we have to. So, 2.5 minutes left. Alright. I know. I'm the mean guy that won't let you have sex. I don't know, it's weird with it. So if a female's unspayed but not in heat, I guess she might let him mount her. That was starting to happen when we visited. He was starting to try, and that's when I fortunately asked the woman whether she was spayed or not and found out she wasn't. So, but not in heat. So I guess she can't get pregnant right now, but the point is I don't want to encourage him to start going that way, and if he ever gets out of the yard or, you know, leave the gate open or whatever, he'll end up probably finding a way over her fence when she's in heat, which is like a 4-foot high maximum chain link fence. And I'm pretty sure that if he wanted to get in there bad enough, he'd find a way. He's quite a jumper too, so yeah, too bad we can't just follow nature, but I'm pretty sure that my neighbor would be annoyed if her female ended up pregnant. And she's already got, what, 1, 2, she's got 3 dogs, a cat, and a couple chickens over there too. That's another reason for him not to be going into her yard, because he pinned one of the chickens with his paw, and I went running out there because I heard the chicken crying. And that was a week and a half ago. Anyway, it's fun, but definitely don't want the chicken to be traumatized or injured or killed, you know. So I gotta do my job as a responsible pet owner. Make sure I know where my buddy is at all times. Where are you going, Jack? Hey, buddy. That's not the trail. Ah, kids. Hey! Come on now. Gotta go back. This is the trail. That's not a trail. That's not a trail. This is a trail. Okay, that was a really bad Australian accent. I'm sorry. That's not a trail. This is a trail. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, see you next time.